Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great week. Now today, it's not a special video, but it's a video which I think signifies some progress on the Purple Turd. We're going to give you a tour around with where we're putting things, and we've sort of marked out where the bathroom's going to go, where the kitchen's going to go, where the bedrooms are going to go, what size beds we're putting in, how the bathroom configuration's going to be, all the boring stuff that you all want to know answers on. So let's get into it. So obviously you've all seen about my rear end, well not my rear end personally, but this rear end. So obviously that's all on now. The only thing we've got left to do is just to put a couple of weld tacks on the bonnet, and that will be very nice. Obviously we've got to put another plate on here which we're on with. I'm going to cut that out. So the bit you're waiting for, come on in and have a look. So this will be our entrance hallway. Now one thing that we're very conscious of is that we don't want it to be very enclosed, that's the one. So we've left it very sort of open plan of where we're going to go and have it in. So you come in and Nicole brings you in. This will be like a coat stand here, just imagine the wall. And then this will be the bathroom. Now you saw us in last week's video take out this blocks where the spare wheel was. That's going to be the lovely thing of the poo tank. So we're going to go a boat toilet into this bus.
A macerating toilet.
That's the one. So we'll build a tank underneath this and put it on the side, and then the toilet will sit on top. In here as well will be a sink, and then in this corner here will be the shower.
1 second, I can't really get the full.
You can't get me in. What are you trying to say?
No, because I can't like show. That's better. Like
this is the shower. Obviously, we're going to cut a wall, and we're going to put a sliding door here. So the sliding door will open here, then you can step in to the bathroom. We come down to the bottom of the bus in this sort of area here. We're going to be really old school, and we're going to have a pantry. So in here will be our fridge and freezer and some storage shelves above to store some food. Obviously, we have put a wall between that and the toilet, but that will be our pantry. Obviously the walkway will be nice and a little bit more wider here than it was before, because this was the original walkway, and obviously this is now going to be the walkway.
nice pins.
Nice and bit of extension. Oh, falling down the hole. No, I'm not. Onto this side. Now we're going to put an L-shaped sofa in here that we're going to build, and then you can sort of lounge in here with a space. And then at the end, a log fire. That's pretty much it. I don't want a TV downstairs because we don't have a TV downstairs in the bus we're in now. And I think
we've not used a TV for months.
So it's nice just to have no TV, keep it very simple. If we go around here, this is where the kitchen's going to be, back where it was originally, believe it or not. So this will be the kitchen. Now we are going full electric in this bus. There's going to be no gas, just electric. So it'll be induction hobs, air fryer.
Yeah, induction hob, air fryer, slow cooker, that sort of appliances. We don't really we've not used an oven now for 2 years. Well, here enough 3 years.
Yeah, so we can manage without it.
You can make.
The only thing down there is like the storage and the fridge, which is not a biggie. But we are leaving that door in situ. So this will be like your working area here and here, cooking. We're gonna have a fold up sort of worktop that we can extend when we need it and collapse when we don't, so we've still got access to that door. Because in the summer when it's warm, it's nice to have a cross breeze coming through. And sometimes at park-ups, you can't always use the door that you want to do if you have to go a certain way in. So having that extra door means we can come in through that way if we need to as well. So that's pretty much for downstairs. Obviously we've got to take all this ducts down, which will increase the height. In terms of ceiling, I want to clean this all back and see if we can leave the roof exposed as it is and paint it up. Just to make it a little bit more headroom for everyone and see how we get on. The other major question we've been asked, it's not going to be this dark downstairs, so once I put the walls in and we know exactly where everything's sitting, I am cutting windows into these panels. So I said I joked once I was going to put boat windows in, but there'll be some sort of windows in these panels. Obviously on this side it'll be more air vents because it's going to be shower based. I don't want people looking in while I'm showering because no one wants to see that.
What about this bit?
Which bit? Oh, what's going up there, Nicole? You tell me.
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, we haven't discussed it yet, have we? Should we discuss it now?
Let's discuss it So with everybody.
We're going to leave this open plan, I think, aren't we?
Yeah.
So obviously this is the... Oh, there's a bit we're falling. Obviously the old driver's cab. And then obviously the driving area. So we'll use that for tool storage.
Yeah, and it's got all of the ECUs under that slope.
Yeah.
So it kind of needs to stay in. But we're just going to build it up, I think. I think that's what we should do. Build it up, put more storage in, make sure we've got a big enough gap for Conrad to get through if needed.
Yeah. The important thing is, I think as well, is I want to be able to climb through there. In case I need to move, I don't necessarily want to have to go outside the vehicle.
Say if there was a lot of people outside or you're in a sticky situation. Yeah.
Jump through there and be able to start bus and go.
Because that's one luxury that we do have in that green bus at the moment, as a comparison to people living in vans that have closed their cab off.
Yeah, it allows you to have that flexibility.
And that bit of security that if something is going off outside,
you can jump
in and go and you don't have to compromise the safety of your van or your bus or anything that you're living in, really.
Agreed. But look at the space. I was saying that how you stood in there. It's much more open having it that way. You've got all this, obviously, all this open space. Go for a squat on the toilet, Nicole. Come on. Show the people.
I'm opening my door. And I'm going to step into my bathroom.
Yeah.
And go to the toilet.
So it's slightly wider than the bathroom we've got now. Obviously, the old toilet hole we're going to use for the shower. Get a custom-made metal showering tray in there, which will be good. And we've worked out we can get sort of 150 litre waste tank in there.
It's just a bit more than our...
Yeah, it's a bit bigger than a cassette toilet. And we don't want another cassette toilet. I refuse to have a cassette toilet. Do you hate them as well, Phoebe? She hates it as well.
Phoebe's brought us some Cornish pasties.
Yeah, Cornish pasties on delivery from Phoebe. Thank you very much.
Put them on the table.
Let's go and have a look upstairs. Oh, let's go up the very big steep stairs to some more lines.
It's a shame that we can't change the stairs. They are incredible.
So, as we come back this way, this is what's going to be mine and Nicole's bedroom. So, as you walk in, sliding door here, king size bed with walkway both sides, which will be nice so we can have a bit more space. Then you've got all this space in between, which is sort of like a good 5 foot. Then around here, this will be a wardrobe, obviously walled out. And then this side here will be Nicole's little snug, where she can do snug, where she can do some reading. And that's it for our bedroom. And then as you come down here, as you walk up the stairs, I wanted to be a little bit open plan. So in here will be drawers for the girls, log fire flue coming up and out the ceiling, another wardrobe for the girls, and then the girls are going to get their own single size bed each side, and obviously will be one there, one here, and then from this pillar forward will be their sort of lounge chilling space where they can put some seats in and a telly if they want a telly, and a makeup stand, mirrors, and all the things that girls like to have in their bedrooms. So that's pretty much the layout for upstairs.
I'm going to take some windows out.
Now starting.
No, one thing I'm going to do funny. So Conrad's just asked me to talk to you about that we're going to take some windows out.
Yeah, tell the people about the windows.
We're going to take some windows out.
No, explain which windows we're going to take out.
It's exciting. No, we're going to take this window out and that window out because they are not going to be used because it's just going to be blocked for storage. And a little bit of privacy so I can get changed.
Yeah, because that's one thing we struggle with in the bus at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
But also we've got the 2 windows at the back.
For light.
Yeah, and what else we've got in this bedroom, Nicole?
Conrad's got his emergency window that he can...
Oh, I wasn't on about that, but yeah, I love this emergency window. So you pull this handle down and I can put a thing out there to open up.
The
skylight for my roof. So I can sit out here at night and gaze at the stars. And not a roof. But
stand on the bed and just poke your head out.
Yeah, just poke my head out. Yeah, so that window there, and then up here, these 2 will be staying. But then 1, 2, 3, 4 will be coming out in the girls' bedrooms.
And again, we'll be putting smaller windows in.
Smaller windows. Probably like some like boat windows or caravan windows.
For the simple fact that it gets cold. If you have windows, it gets cold.
See, Nicole's more about the cold. I don't mind about the cold. It gets too hot.
20 degrees and I'm in a snuddy and some fleece pyjamas.
So it just gives that flexibility, doesn't it? Cold. Yeah, we want it to have a bit more space. The kids are getting older now and it's important that they have their own space and their own privacy.
Away from us, and that's...
Yeah.
We do have privacy in the green bus in the sense of the fact that our bedroom is set back. It's like enclosed.
But that bus was built when they were 3.
Yeah, like Luna was what?
3. Yeah.
She's 7 now, and we've been in it near enough 3 years, and then it took a year to build.
Yeah, so it's just two when we start building it.
2, weren't she? She can't remember living in a house. All she knows is living in
the bus. So this has been
so
built.
Phoebe would have been Luna's age.
Yeah.
Near, give or take.
This bus has very much been built with the future in mind. So
because Phoebe's 10.
She's going to secondary school in September. So she's going to need more space. So hence why we've got the bigger bathroom than we planned to have, rather than having a little cube. They've got full-size beds, because although the beds are big and deceivingly big in the bus we're in now, they aren't full-size width.
No, Luna's bed is a bit shorter. Because at the time,
it was alright. So these are standard. That is a standard single bed. So it's no different than what every other kid has in the UK before. Everyone jumps in the comments going, "Oh, them big beds are diddy." So yeah, we get a lot of that on the comments.
And they are gonna be able to have what?
Lay it down in that thing, Nicole. Show people the size.
I'm what, 5'6"?
Yeah. So plenty of room. So it's actually the same size of what the tour bus beds were, because they went bay to bay on the windows. So that works out all right.
Ideally, yeah, Phoebe is 10, but she's not going to keep growing until she's 18. She's going to stop at some point, and she must be about 5'2" now.
Yeah. She's getting there, isn't she? Obviously, the beer's not going to be in their bedroom when we do the conversion.
I mean, it might help them sleep.
You'll be glad to know that I've got someone coming to remove the windows for me upstairs, professionally. So we're not really smashing any more windows with the wrong tools, as much as I love doing that. So yeah, let's go downstairs and have a look at the rear storage and what our plans are for that.
What a surprise, I'm reminding Conrad of important things. We're going to put some travelling seats in for the girls. That is where that foam is. So, aren't we? We're going to build a wall.
Yeah.
Do you want to build a wall?
Yeah, so there'll be a bit of a partitioning wall off here, which is where the beds end. Then we'll put some travelling seats behind there. And then they've got that. And I want to put them on bases so they're like captain chair seats so they can spin them around a little bit and point them at angles.
Yeah, so how do captain chairs work? Do you need
pull
to
the lever? Yeah, a bit of a gap.
Give them a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
So yeah, as much as you're saying that they can have their like makeup and stuff, they can still have their travelling seats.
Yes, travelling seats up here for them.
Yeah.
And then obviously put a bit of a table up there for them as well, and anything else that they want to put in there. Yeah. So obviously we've got all these windows enclosed now, which we are going to paint. As we come down, we've got this cupboard here, which is going to be used for rubbish storage, and that is exactly what we're going to use it for. We're going to use that for waste. So sometimes when you're out on the road, you can't always find a bin to get rid of stuff. So if we can't, it's in there, it's vented. It's an enclosed box, excuse me. So we can put rubbish in there and it's in its own little place where it's not in the way of us stinking stuff out and it's in the way. Then these two cupboards, which we're going to use for stuff we need to keep, we're going to put the washing machine, tumble dryer and our electrics boards, because our electrics, the bus are just tucked in there. So with that we'll put a back wall in and then just put everything this side. Sound denting for it. Our water tank will sit behind that. Now I can't get in there today, but I'm going to stand you up on my tripod. It's going to go in there. I can't see what you see of that because it's very dark, but our water tank will go in there, and we're putting a 300 litre water tank in, fresh water tank. Yeah. The grills obviously go back in here, which we've not put back in yet, but I want to use this for a little bit of storage on the top. I don't know what for yet and what not. This little cupboard, Desti board, yeah. This is where one of our diesel heaters will sit. This will get stripped out and a new diesel heater put in there for downstairs. I want to keep this step area, but then all of this will be storage. So kids always want to put their bikes in there, all the sort of things that we can't store on the bus currently. And it is quite a deep area, so the wall will go back to where that Volvo tub is. That's where the wall will go. So you've got probably a good 2.5 metres of gap in here to fill up with stuff. We still need to take this aircon pod out in this corner. That's a job to do. Then we start bringing us round to the spare door, which is back to inside. So that's it. That is sort of a quick tour around where we're up to. I think we're 8 months in now It's gone so quick. I don't feel like we've done much, but in hindsight, we've done quite a bit. Still a lot to do. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll be putting in the roof to get that fully watertight. Oh, I brought this window as well in the other episode. I'm getting that replaced with another window. Get the windows in. We can start fitting solar panels. We can start installing walls upstairs. I want to start downstairs last, because if I need to do any more welding to the chassis and I need access, I can do it while there's nothing in there. I can cut bits out. I know that the frame upstairs is good and it's strong, so we can start building upstairs, which is exciting. It's now at the part of the build where we can start making a difference and making it look a bit different.
So it's like a house.
So it looks like a house.
And not like everything. A shell or a bus.
It's been very much of, I thought we would have had it stripped in 4 weeks. But obviously we've had a lot to do and a lot of welding, and I'm only here 2 days a week. Well, even day and a half, Saturday all day, Sunday half day. So we have got just to crack on. So that's pretty much it. Phoebe's filming some more videos with questions and answers, which should be out in a couple of weeks. And that's pretty much all we've got going on. I'm just looking at this, what I'm going to be doing next, because I've got to start getting on that roof and getting that enclosed. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to answer any questions below. I'll try and answer them. I've got really bad at doing that, but I will, I promise. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.